So, obviously, we have a little mishap here. But what we like to do here at Chopticon is turn a negative to a positive. I really appreciate the teamwork over here. Thank you. This is what I need us to do. Everybody have a seat, and where you're at, we're going to see if we have any extra chairs. Now, once everybody has a seat, if we have a surplus of chairs, we can give those back to our VIPs. Or we can do like my man here is just chilling. I love it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Okay. We're getting this thing in order, people. I appreciate it. Okay, so it looks like we just had our folks not line up properly, so I think we do actually have a surplus of chairs. We can get those back to our VIPs. Once we get that in order, we'll get this party started.
All right, let's do it one more time. One more time, just start from the top.
We literally just went over who was it.
I know. Miss Lord, can you help these guys? Okay. Mm. Biden? Yeah. That would be good.
Gas costs $5. What's up? Thanks, Joe Biden. Took our chair. So later on, Mark, you say that you certify that they've met the requirements for graduation. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Sorry, guys. This is what happens when we have a year and a half of online learning. We're a little behind.
You always knew where your seat was when you were home.
All right, we got this thing in order. We want to keep this thing going.
I feel it.
Okay. Okay. So where we left off, we actually need everybody to stand again because we need to do the pledge and the national anthem. So if everybody could please rise.
Good morning. I am Olivia Gabrielle Burkett, president of the class of 2022. At this time, I ask that gentlemen please remove your hats and everyone join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Class of 2022 Commencement ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard and cadets, and the members of the Chopticon Band, Orchestra, and Chorus who are participating in today's ceremony. Audience members are reminded to please remain in your seats to take pictures. Now I ask that you please welcome the Vice President of the Class of 2022, Helen Rose Bailey.
Please stand. We are going to do the national anthem. Gentlemen, remove your caps. You may be seated. Dr. Smith, members of the Board of Education, parents, family, and special guests. On behalf of the class of 2022, we want to welcome you to Chopticon's 57th commencement. It is my distinct honor to introduce you to some of our very special guests. Due to the rising temperature and humidity, and to be as efficient as possible, I ask that you hold your applause until all of the introductions are complete. I will begin by introducing the platform guests. The Board of Education for St. Mary's County. Chairman, Mrs. Karen Bailey. Hi, Mom. Vice Chairman, Mrs. Kathy Allen. Board members, Mr. James Davis. Mrs. Mary Washington. Mrs. Rita Weaver. Dr. James Scott Smith, Superintendent of Schools, St. Mary's County Public Schools. Mr. Mark Perner, Principal of Chopticon High School. Class sponsors, Mrs. Rebecca Hooven and Jacob Fusco. Mrs. Vernetta Smith, Class of 2022 Administrator. Mrs. Mapri Gray, Senior Counselor. Mrs. Chris White, College and Career Advisor. Mrs. Ashley Gallo, the Student Government Association sponsor. Class of 2022 Salutatorian Allison Megan Flaherty. Class of 2022 Valedictorian Mackenzie Morgan Mozo. We have some very special guests in our audience today. Please stand to be recognized when I introduce you. Representatives of St. Mary's County Public Schools. Dr. Maureen Montgomery, Deputy Superintendent of Schools. Ms. Tammy McCourt, Assistant Superintendent of Fiscal Services and Human Resources. Dr. Jeff Walker, Assistant Superintendent of Supporting Services. Dr. Jeffrey Marr, Chief Strategic Officer. Dr. Dale Farrell, Chief of Staff. Dr. Kelly Hall, Chief of Equity, Engagement, and Early Access. Mr. Michael Wyant, Chief of Safety and Security. Mrs. Suja Varghese, Chief Counsel. Please welcome our elected officials. The Honorable Jack Bailey, Senator. Hi, Dad. Our County Commissioners. Commissioner Present, Mr. James Randy Guy. Commissioners, Mr. Eric Colvin and Mr. John O'Connor. The Honorable Richard Fritz, State's Attorney. Sheriff Tim Cameron. Representing the Naval Air Station at Patuxent River is Captain Douglas Spearfield, Prospective Executive Officer, Patuxent River Naval Air Station, and Mrs. Dawn Simpson, School Liaison Officer. Mr. John Ryan, Principal of Chopticon High School from 2001 to 2008. I will introduce the following guests as a group. Please stand to be recognized. Superintendent School Support Team. School Principals and Academic Deans. School System Supervisors. And our educational partners. Would the parents of our valedictorian and salutatorian please stand to be recognized? And our other very special guests. Please give a round of applause for our parents and guardians who have supported our students through their educational journey. Thank you for being here with us today. Now, please welcome our school principal, Mr. Mark Perner.
Chopticon High School graduating class of 2022. Yes. Wow, it's been an incredible 4 years with you. I can honestly say of my time in education, working with this class, working with you has been the most important and rewarding of my career. When you started as freshmen, I was your assistant principal. I've had many of you in my office working through academic struggles, athletic struggles, behavior struggles, and personal struggles. I've seen some tears, but I've seen many more smiles. I've given out some hugs and many more fist pounds. Together, we've worked through masking, social distancing, and online learning. We've dealt with technology problems, uncomfortable temperatures in the building, and let's not forget that busted pipe in the English hallway. That was a joke. There was no busted pipe, and no, I did not send out that letter. Seriously, though, it really has been an amazing journey watching you all learn, grow, and mature over the last 4 years. I admit it has been difficult, but the most meaningful and rewarding things in life are almost always the most difficult things in life. And to think through it all, many of you played sports, had a job, and maintained an outstanding GPA. And on that note, at this time, I'd like to recognize our highest scholars here today. Seniors, if you're graduating in the top 5% of your class, please stand to be recognized. You have proven that you have the skills, habits, and mindsets to be our future leaders. You may be seated. Most graduation speeches either focus on the past or the future. I want to do something a little differently. I want you to focus on the present and really be mindful right here, right now. You made it. Stop and appreciate this. You deserve it. By virtue of you sitting before us here today, you have proven that you are smart, resilient, capable, and that you can truly work hard. While you appreciate your hard work, though, I want you to ask yourself, in your heart of hearts, did you truly give this 100%? Did you truly give your schoolwork 100% of your effort? Did you show up to school even when you didn't feel like getting out of bed? Did you show up to virtual learning sessions, or did you use COVID as an excuse to play more video games? Did you use hardships in your life as an excuse to do less or a reason to work harder? Did you step out of your comfort zone? What I'm really asking you is, are you truly living up to your full potential? If you can honestly say you are, I have the absolute highest respect for you. Please keep doing what you're doing. But if you know you didn't give this your all, please use this moment right here and right now to make a change. The beautiful thing about a graduation is it's a perfect time of transition. It's a perfect time to capitalize on meaningful change. No matter what you did or didn't do up until this point, you can use this moment in time to ride the wave of change in whatever direction you want. You can keep doing the excellent work you've been doing, or you can be the new person you want to be. But whatever you do, please do not become stagnant. Do not view yourself as a victim, and do not retreat into your comfort zone. Instead, take responsibility, take risks, and take on challenges and keep grinding. You are in the absolute prime of your life right now. Please make the best of it. So if you're still mindful and present with me right now, my message to you is this: you only have one life. There's no extended time and no retakes. You have one life, and that life is going to have struggles. You can either skate by, make excuses, and blame your circumstances, or you can lean into challenges, take responsibility, and live up to your full potential. We are so incredibly proud of each of you. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for all the great memories. Thank you for working through your struggles with us. Thank you for being a Chopticon brave. Please keep grinding. Thank you. Our class of 22 choral students will now perform an arrangement of Half My Hometown with an original cello performance by Colin Koch.
path of my hometown. Back roads raise us, highways they take us, memories make us wanna go back to our hometown, settle down, talk about that one touchdown, raise some kids in red and black, let's go Braves while the other half of my hometown was in the crowd. They knew the words, they sang them loud, and all I wanna do is make them proud. So step with me will always be from St. Mary's County, our hometown.
Please welcome our class salutatorian, Allison Megan Flaherty.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alison Flaherty, and before I begin my speech, I want to thank you all for being here with me today for such an exciting and life-changing occasion. Thank you to all of the teachers and staff members for everything you have done for me and my classmates throughout these 4 years. And thank you to the parents and guardians for supporting us all of these years and getting us to this point in our lives. It's crazy to think that we are finally graduating. I feel like just yesterday, I was getting on the bus with my twinkle toes on and going to my first day of kindergarten. But here we are, several years later, about to get our diplomas and about to close this chapter of our lives. 13 years ago, we were walking into our elementary schools for our first day of kindergarten. 7 years ago, we started middle school, and 4 years ago, we started high school without a clue of what we really wanted to do with our lives and struggling as we tried to navigate these halls as naive little freshmen. The halls that once seemed so large and confusing, most of us now know by heart. We walked into this school 4 years ago knowing little to nothing compared to what we know now. Throughout these years here at Chopticon, we have learned so much more than just geometry and U.S. history. We've learned the ups and downs of relationships, friendships, and stress. We've learned how to deal with hard times and persevere. We have learned about ourselves and what we want to do in our futures. We have learned how to make decisions and that our decisions always have a consequence. We have learned so many life skills in our few short years of high school and things that we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. The 4 years at this school, we have all been through many things that have been fun and amazing, as well as things that have pushed us, challenged us, and taught us what it means to not give up. Although there are the typical lows and struggles of high school, no one is going to remember those in 10 years when we all have truly grown up. We remember all of the football games, even when our team wasn't that good, the pep rallies and the adrenaline that went through all of us as we screamed as loud as we could to win the spirit stick, the smell of manure wafting through the halls on a hot spring day, the blaring music that Miss Gallo never failed to play, as well as spirit weeks, making TikToks whenever we could, the never-ending rivalry between us and Leonardtown, our administrators and principal kissing a cow, and all the other crazy fun memories we have made here at Chopticon. We will never forget our favorite teachers, the ones who hear all of our drama and help us get through the day. I know for me, I will always be under Mr. Loomis's wing of protection. And then there are the friendships we have made throughout our time here, some that will stay in our lives forever, with bonds that will never break. We remember the excitement that went throughout the halls whenever there was a 2-hour early dismissal or break longer than just the typical 2-day weekend. We'll remember the hours laughing at our lunch tables in the cafeteria, the teacher versus student basketball games where we cheered on our friends as they got destroyed by the teachers, the teammates we made throughout sports, and of course the classrooms that were either freezing or super hot with no in between. All of these memories will be with us for the rest of our lives, and we will look back on our high school years and wish we would have slowed down and savored it a little bit more. Throughout high school, many of us, me included, just wanted it to be over. I know many of us struggle getting up in the morning to go to school at 8 a.m. every day. But now that it's over, I wish I would have, as the saying goes, stopped and smelled the roses. These 13 years of school, especially the 4 years at Chopticon, we remember as some of the best times of our lives.
We never really thought it would end, but here it is. We are graduating. We made it. We got through these 4 years that challenged us in more ways than one, and we came out the other side better and stronger people. Was it like High School Musical? Not really. But I know I will never forget the people I have met, lessons I have learned, and memories I have made with all of you these past 4 years. I know all of Chopticon's class of 2022 is going to do great things in the future, and I wish the best to every single one of you. Never forget the memories you have made and lessons you have learned here at Chopticon. I'm thankful I have gotten the chance to know you all, and good luck to all of you and whatever plans you have for your futures. Thank you. Please welcome our class valedictorian, Mackenzie Morgan Mozo.
Hello and welcome all. I would like to thank everyone present to recognize Chopticon's class of 2022, whether on live stream or in the stadium. I'm honored to be speaking as valedictorian in front of such a promising class. Before I address my fellow classmate graduates, I would want to thank those who have had a great influence on my academic career, including my parents, family, my friends, my teachers, and my coaches. Thank you for always pushing me to my fullest potential despite any doubts I may had. Without these individuals in my life, I would not be standing in front of everyone as the person I am today. When I first took my first steps in the hallways of Chopticon High School, I only knew one person, my best friend Anna. Little did I know I was going to encounter numerous classmates, which would soon develop into lifelong friendships. Knowing my fellow classmates for the past 4 years, I can attest to the fact that every graduate sitting amongst us today is fully capable of achieving what may be deemed as impossible. With confidence, I can state the future is bright for the class of 2022. As many of you know, over countless months, this class was challenged. Numerous days spent outside the classroom made our high school experience not a typical one. In the school days, our ears were flooded with the words that classes would soon be normal again, and we kept pushing. It is evident that the resilience we have shown will translate into our next journeys. Although, in past years, society has formulated the principle that we should all work towards normalcy, I believe the exact opposite. Fellow graduates, as we step from this field today, embarking on our next chapters, we should endeavor to be anything but normal. Always aspire to constantly raise the bar and reach your own personal goals. Do not finish when you think you have just gotten by, surpass the standards, and further continue to look ahead. Never settle for what society holds to be acceptable, as this class is capable of substantially more. Generate your own ambition, never losing determination, no matter what anyone else may say. As Vincent van Gogh stated, if you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint it, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. Never alter your own painting to fulfill societal pressures. This story is your painting, so make it your own. Today marks the doors opening for the next chapter of our stories, the next brushstrokes of our painting. Our names on the barn were the end to this piece of the painting, but there are many more ahead. In this crowd today, it is apparent that many of us are experiencing feelings of excitement, but also nervousness for the next steps. However, we are all in control of our own success, as we were each given our own canvas. If I had to pick 2 pieces of advice that every graduate should carry with them throughout their next journey, I would say to take every opportunity given and to never lose sight of your goals. We may all undergo bumpy roads in the future, but I have full confidence this class will push through any challenge, will always look over the hills, and keep painting our stories. Class of 2022, we did it. Every single graduate sitting in this field today has worked for the past 4 years for this day. However, our stories do not stop here. This is just the beginning of our masterpieces. Please rise for the singing of our alma mater.
Chopticon. We will leave the past with a heritage that will always last. So now to thee, dear Chopticon, we raise our voices in song.
Please be seated. Please welcome our class president, Olivia Gabrielle Burkett.
Class of 2022, we did it. After around 2,340 days, countless hours working, completing homework assignments, and meeting many due dates, we are finally here at our high school graduation. In kindergarten, it seemed like becoming a senior was so far away, but after building friendships, fostering relationships, and making memories over the past 13 years, it seems as though time has passed so quickly. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who has helped us to be here today. Family, teachers, staff, and administration, we sincerely appreciate your support. Our class has had a successful and unique experience here at Chopticon. Reflecting on all of our memories from the past 4 years, it is bittersweet as it is hard to acknowledge the time we spent apart. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed our lives in so many ways. While we are disappointed by the time lost, let's celebrate what we have gained. While we were away, we became more responsible, resilient, and empathetic members of society. We secured jobs, driver's licenses, and learned how to become more flexible. I am so proud of what we have accomplished despite the circumstances, but I am even prouder of our success as a class. We have not only continued Chopticon's wonderful traditions, but have left behind the legacy of our own. We are the creators of Kiss a Cow, a successful fundraiser we have continued since sophomore year. During homecoming week, our students paid to vote to see a staff member kiss a cow. Our winner this year was Dr. Anthony. She puckered up to kiss Collada the cow. Right behind her, Mr. Perner eagerly waited to get his turn. A somewhat fitting fundraiser for our school's nickname, Cow Pie High. We also started a new tradition called Senior Sunrise and Sunset. On our first day of school, seniors celebrated the rising sun of the first day of our last year together. I could have never imagined that over 100 seniors would get up before 6 a.m. to watch the sunrise over the school. And tonight, we will sit together to watch the sunset one last time as a Brave. The class of 2022 has exceeded expectations in so many ways. Our school spirit, academic and athletic prowess, and involvement in school activities has made our class one to remember. This year, our talented Braves athletes have shattered records in several sports such as field hockey, track, softball, and baseball. Another program that has broken records is our Envirothon team. This year, they brought home a win at the St. Mary's County Envirothon competition. Chopticon's stellar performing arts, such as band, chorus, theater, and orchestra, have put on wonderful performances over the past 4 years. Our talented thespians have helped to put on shows we will never forget. Our class also has many student leaders generating positive change in our chapter of the National Honor Society, the Choice Program, Braves Buddies, and the Junior Optimist Club. These students have dedicated countless hours to making sure St. Mary's County is a well-connected and supported community. Our Academy of Finance seniors are dedicated students who have gained the financial skills they need for the future. The Academy of Visual and Performing Arts seniors have excelled academically and creatively. These students have curated their skills to make and present their final capstone projects. Our class of 2022 council has accomplished so much over the last 4 years. Through fundraising efforts, we have been able to put on multiple class events and activities such as prom, Mr. Chopticon, and the class picnic, to name a few. I am confident that our time as Braves will be a time that each of the graduating seniors you see here today will not soon forget. Our Chopticon community is one of strength, resilience, and perseverance. We are bold, we are brilliant, we are brave. Thank you for giving me the honor of being your president for the past 4 years. I wish you all happiness in your future endeavors. You will always be a Brave. Thank you. Please welcome Sophia Gabrielle Williams.
Good morning. My name is Sophia Williams, a 2022 graduate in the Academy of Visual and Performing Arts program and a member of the Principal and Superintendent Student Advisory Councils. It is my honor to introduce the Superintendent of St. Mary's County Public Schools. Over the past 3 years, I have had the pleasure of working closely with Dr. Smith throughout my time in the Superintendent Student Leadership Advisory Council. On this council, Dr. Smith has facilitated discussions between students and experts on topics such as student intervention and mental health and school safety. While being a superintendent is a job that requires a lot of analytics, Dr. Smith has never forgotten who he works for, his students and staff. His dedication to hearing the voices of his students is truly commendable, and the choices he has made for our school system truly reflect that. And without further ado, I introduce Dr. James Scott Smith, Superintendent of St. Mary's County Public Schools.
Sophia, that was the best introduction ever. And I always know who I work for. So I'm the last thing between you and coming up on stage, so let me be brief. Bill Keane, the creator of Family Circus, a comic strip that's in a newspaper. Parents, do you remember what a newspaper was? Kids, Google it. He said, yesterday's the past, tomorrow's the future, but today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. And what a present this morning is, especially for the temperature. To all be in one gathered space, our families, parents and their children, teachers and their students, leaders and those they serve, all together to honor the Chopticon class of 2022 and to watch you step across the stage and into the next great chapter of your lives. I am so grateful to be here with all of you, to be among those who push into problems, find paths forward, always doing it together. That reminds me of a second quote. William Arthur Ward wrote, "Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it." So I know you all have gratitude. Class of 2022, I say take your gifts and share them with the people who helped you get here. Specifically, tell your parents, guardians, grandmothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, all the school system staff, thank you, and mean it. In fact, why don't you do that right now? Why don't you turn around and say thank you to your parents? Stand up, turn around, say thank you to your parents. And parents, thank you for your patience and your grace over the last several years. All right, so Braves, in a few minutes, you're going to walk across this stage. You're going to receive your diploma. You're going to shake some hands. Know that we love you. We're proud of all the effort that went into you being here today. Please enjoy your moment. You have earned it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. The presentation of the diplomas will now begin. All right.
Let's see how this goes.
I'll be here.
Which side are they coming up?
They're coming this way. I'll shake and then you're behind.
I'm back here, all right. I'll go way over.
Good job, girls.
Let's do it.
Ready? Trenton Connor Atkins. Jenna Lynn Albertson. Joseph Parker Ailey. Tyson Douglas Allison. Marcos Javier Alvarez. Caitlin Michelle Alvey. Daniel Francis Anderson. Sinduri Brooks Anderson. Mari Elizabeth Annan. Nardos Kase Araya. Sarah Elizabeth Armstrong. Allison Michelle Armsworthy. Caleb Jordan Bailey. Helen Rose Bailey. William Edward Bailey III. Andrew Garrett Baird. Erica Michelle Bainey. Lana Desiree Barkman. Kaylin Nicole Barnes. Maggie Louise Kiker Barnes. Nathan Bryce Bockham. Joshua Baker Bell. Connor James Belmar. Jackson Keith Benfield. Olivia Gabrielle Burkett. Paris Laura Blige. Emily Louise Bolton. Abigail Danielle Bouch. Nakini Bravo Bowen. Carly Paige Bowles. Emily Berlin Bowling. Emily Colleen Brennan. Alea Janelle Briscoe. Zoe Lorraine Brookbank. Ashley Faith Brown. Brianna Marie Brown. Malaya Shantice Brown. Aiden Thomas Butchness.
Congratulations, sir.
Anna Jade Buckler.
Congratulations, Anna. Good job.
Nathan Edward Buckler.
Congratulations, sir.
Star Elizabeth Buckler Ford.
Congratulations.
Kyle Joseph Burley.
Congratulations, sir. Good job.
Jaden Rain Bush.
Congratulations. Excellent.
Ethan James Butler.
Congratulations, sir. Good job, man.
Kimberly Sue Cairns.
Congratulations, man.
Michael Allen Campbell. Allison May Carson. Chase Logan Kavanaugh.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Devin William Charnock.
Congratulations, sir.
Robert Patrick Chase.
Good work, buddy. Congratulations.
Tyvon Allen Chase.
Congratulations, sir. Good work.
Tricelle Angela Tabuclau Cinco.
Congratulations. All right.
Ryan Ellis Clark.
Congratulations, sir.
Kaya Elizabeth Clifton.
Congratulations. Good job.
Sydney Giovanna Cosimano.
Congratulations, man. Perfect.
Denver Alec Reese Kaufman. Rosanna Marie Combs.
Congratulations.
Ava Ray Connor.
Congratulations.
Nathan Elway Cooper.
Congratulations, sir. Good job.
Colin Dean Copeland.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you, man. Good work, buddy.
Alexis Caden Copsey.
Congratulations. Good job.
Kyara Riley Cota Williams.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Aubrey Jane Creek.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Carissa Lane Crawford.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Kendall Elizabeth Crossman.
Congratulations, man. Perfect.
Carson Richard Chusick.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Isaac William Dalton.
Congratulations. Good job.
Jackson Thomas Darris.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Kayla Elizabeth Darville.
Congratulations.
Gavin William Day.
Congratulations, sir. Awesome. Good job.
Sharice Alexis Day.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Liana Rose Dedrick.
Congratulations.
Evan Michael Diesel.
Good? Congratulations.
Ethan Daniel DeFries.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Ninoshka Delgado Denegres.
Congratulations, man. Perfect.
William Allen Dement.
Congratulations, sir. Oh, there we go. Gotcha.
Kylie Alexis Denham.
Yeah, Kylie. Congratulations.
Haley Rose DeVelvis.
You got this, Haley. Congratulations.
Marissa Rose Donahue.
Congratulations, Melissa. Perfect.
Nicholas Scott Dorsey.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Emma Elizabeth Donovan.
Congratulations.
Najee Amiri Dyson.
Congratulations, sir. Appreciate you, buddy.
Taya Janae Eastman.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Matthew Allen Eberly.
Yeah, Matthew. Congratulations, buddy. Good work, man.
McKinley Marie Embry Cox.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Edwin Estrada.
Congratulations, sir. Good work, Megan.
Kyle Etheridge Eister.
Congratulations, sir.
Sonia Maria Fallon.
Congratulations, man. Good job.
Pedro Jose Farias II.
Congratulations, Pedro. You got it, man.
Shakira Ariana Farmer.
Congratulations. Good job.
Chad Michael Farr.
Congratulations. Congratulations, sir.
Anna Elaine Fide.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Danielle Marina Fellner.
Congratulations.
Joshua Tyler Farrow.
Congratulations, John. Thank you, sir. Good work, man. Thank you.
Elizabeth Nadine Finamore.
Congratulations.
Kaylee Ann Gabriella Finley. Kylie Brianne Fitzpatrick.
Congratulations, man.
Allison Megan Flaherty.
Congratulations, Allison. Perfect.
Thatcher Edward Flora.
Congratulations, sir. Good job, man.
Seeley Faith Foreman.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Haven Elizabeth Forrest.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Blair Alexandra Fowler.
Congratulations, Blair. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Kaylin Grace Frawley.
Congratulations. Thanks for the cow. Appreciate it.
Aaron Gilbert Gafford.
Congratulations, sir.
Eric Stefan Gallo.
Congratulations, sir. Good job, buddy.
Jonathan Jordan Garcia.
Congratulations, sir. All right.
Caitlin Ashley Gardner.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Colin Roderick Gardner.
Congratulations, sir.
Connor Stephen Garner.
Congratulations, sir. Good work.
Joshua Stephen Gates.
Congratulations, sir.
Linda Mary Ellen Gates.
Congratulations.
Murphy Paul Gatton.
Congratulations.
Jackson Scott Gerard.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Rachel Jean Gerard.
Congratulations.
Austin Alexander Gloriad.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you, sir. Good job, man.
Bryson Brandt Gloriad.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Kaylin Lee Goddard.
Congratulations.
Destiny Lorraine Gull.
Congratulations.
Brandon Thomas Good.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Annalisa Claire Grassel.
Congratulations. Nicely done.
Alyssa Michelle Graham.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Alexis Ann Gray.
Congratulations. Good job.
Joshua Charles Gray.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Kara Lucille Gray.
Congratulations.
Kyle Anthony Gray.
Congratulations, sir. Awesome.
Michaela Ann Gray.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Meadow Ellen Grote.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Alan Thomas Gross.
Congratulations, buddy. Perfect.
Eric Anthony Guy.
Congratulations, sir. Nicely done.
Grace Madison Guy.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Hannah Nicole Guy.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Matthew Joseph Guy.
Congratulations, sir.
Rebecca Charity Haggard.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Alexis Lynn Hancock.
Congratulations. Nice.
Haley Nicole Hancock.
Congratulations.
Alexis Michelle Harding.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Justin Andrew Harding.
Congratulations, sir.
Demetrius Lionel Harris.
Congratulations, my man. Perfect. Good work.
DeLeon Bettino Harrison.
Congratulations, sir. Good work, buddy.
Jordan Renee Harrison.
Congratulations.
Lauren Marie Harrison.
Congratulations.
Colton Robert Haynes. Kamari Janai Hemsley.
Congratulations.
Alexandra McKenna Hepstall.
Congratulations.
Jasmine Marie Herbert.
Congratulations.
Charles Richard Herman.
Congratulations, sir. Good work, buddy.
Kira Alexis Hess.
Congratulations.
Isabel May Hicks.
Congratulations, man.
Mariah Nashay Renee Hicks.
Congratulations, man.
Taylor Lee Hicks.
Congratulations.
Brooke Mackenzie Higgs.
Congratulations.
Gabrielle Nicole Higgs.
Congratulations. Good job.
Haley Nicole Higgs.
Congratulations. Good job.
Wyatt Evan Hickson.
Congratulations, my man. Perfect. Good work.
Alexis Ann Hoffman.
Congratulations, man.
Sharia Linnea Holland.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Ashley Michelle Homer.
Congratulations, man.
Jenna Claire Howell.
Congratulations. Good job.
Jonathan Sean Hauser Jr.
Congratulations, sir. Good work, buddy.
Holly Noel Humphrey.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Brianna Lee Hurley.
Congratulations.
Nicholas Ireland Hudson.
Congratulations, Nicholas. Good job, buddy.
Eric Gary Istvan.
Congratulations, sir. Good work.
Brooke Ashley Izzet.
Congratulations. You got it.
Logan Thomas Jackson.
Congratulations, sir.
Ryan Michael Jackson.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Hope Marie Jameson.
Congratulations. Excellent handshake.
Kendall Page Jameson.
Congratulations, man. Perfect.
Hannah Marie J. Hughes.
Congratulations. Good job. You got it.
Brooke Cassidy Jeffries.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Grant Logan Jenkins.
Congratulations.
Devin Patrick Alexander Jennings.
Congratulations, sir.
Caitlin Ann Gillick.
Congratulations, man. Perfect.
Sierra Johnson.
Congratulations, man.
Anthony William Johnson.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Elena Nicole Johnson.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Devin Brian Johnson Russell.
Congratulations, sir. Good job. You got it.
Georgina Louise Johnston.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Daniel Hunter Jones.
Congratulations, sir. Thanks, sir. Good job.
George Henry Jones IV.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Aspen Marie Jorgensen.
Congratulations.
Caitlin Marie Keating.
Congratulations.
Jaden Renee Keller.
Congratulations.
Emily Grace Kearns.
Congratulations.
Grayson Douglas Chelland.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Mackenzie Elaine Claywitter.
Congratulations.
Tyler Anthony Nick.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Justin Julian Knight.
Congratulations, sir. Nice.
Colin Alexander Cuck. Adina Marie Koroma. Ronald Michael Kratko III.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Vincent Stephen Kruska. Sorry.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you.
Madison Lorraine Cuno.
Congratulations.
Leonardo Klippel Laptic.
Congratulations, sir. Good work.
Faith Mackenzie Lacey.
Congratulations.
Jamie Lynn Lance.
Congratulations. Got it.
Trevor James Lehman.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Cody Ryan Lehman.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Nathan Alexander Lewis.
Congratulations. Thank you.
William Hunter Lindsay.
Congratulations, sir. All right.
Gabriella Francis Linsky.
Congratulations.
Patience Corinne Littleton. Nija Renee Long. Eric Duvan Lopez Ruiz.
Congratulations, sir.
Seth Wade Lunsford.
Congratulations, sir.
Nathan Edward McGuire.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Shauna Lee McGuire.
Congratulations, Shauna. Look this way. You got it. Perfect, perfect.
Madeline Elizabeth Mandeville.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Kara Mackenzie Marcella.
Congratulations. Oh, hold on. There you go. Perfect.
Brandon Allen Marlowe.
Congratulations, sir. Nice.
Meredith Lee Marsh.
You got this. Congratulations. Perfect.
Leah Ray Matera.
Congratulations.
Kylie Marie Mattingly.
Congratulations.
Sophie Elizabeth Mays.
Congratulations. Good job.
Connor Patrick McCarthy.
Congratulations, buddy. Good work, man. Good work.
Anna Elizabeth McCormick.
Congratulations.
Haley Marie McCulley.
Congratulations. All right, good job.
Jasmine Lauren McGee.
Congratulations, Jasmine. Perfect.
Dylan Scott McNay.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Israel Jacob McPherson.
Congratulations, sir.
Madison Elizabeth Metter.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Chloe Marie Mellinson.
Congratulations.
Treasure Nicole Mena.
Congratulations.
Howard Allen Miller Jr.
Congratulations.
Brooke Mackenzie Mills.
Congratulations.
Jacob Douglas Mills.
Congratulations, sir.
Madeline Lee Mankino.
Congratulations.
Sean Michael Moore. Man, Mormon, Smorman.
Congratulations, sir.
Madison Emily Moreland.
Congratulations.
James Harvey Morgan III.
Congratulations, sir.
Mackenzie Morgan Mozo.
Congratulations, Mackenzie.
Madeline Elizabeth Mulford.
Congratulations. Oh, thanks.
Connor Jacob Murphy. Aiden Christopher Murray. Benjamin Adam Mushrush. Tyler Andrew Nebel. Joseph Perrin Nelson III. Lily Josephine Nelson. Morgan Faith Nelson. Neodora Nicole Nelson. Nicholas Adair Newcomb. Jack Ray Newton. Rachel Natalie O'Brien. Grady Anderson O'Neill. Robert Allen Oliver. Evan Randall Oliveras. John Kenneth Owens. Matthew Anthony Owens. William Reuben Owens. Shelby Ray Paez. Amber Leanne Payne. They're fine in this hole. They're going through the hole. Right, that's fine. Trevor Michael Payne. Zachary James Payne. Josiah Charles Peisner. Paige Catherine Pellegrino. Isabel Nicole Petch. Layla Ann Phipps. Carly Mae Pilkerton. Nicholas Charles Pilkerton. Ethan Bradley Piper. Aiden Taylor Pisarchik. Haley Marie Pitcher. Austin Thomas Poteet. Micah Matua Purnell. Derek Matthew Quaid Jr. Emily K. Quaid. Haley Alexis Quaid. Cole Aaron Quaid. Amelia Margaret Rains. Grace Elizabeth Rayleigh. Madison Marie Ramey. Alyssa Madison Risco. Lillian Amber Reynolds. Brandon Stanley Richmond. Dominique O'Neill Ridley. Asland Pearl Rivera. Ryan Elise Rochelo. Riley Marie Rockhill. David Edward Rolfe. Lorenzo Luciano Rosales.
Congratulations, sir.
Abigail Russell. Jacob Alvin Russell.
Congratulations, sir.
Austin David Rye.
Congratulations.
Nicole Renee Rye.
Congratulations.
Anna Ureli Sanchez Simon. Tyler Edwin Sanders.
Congratulations, sir.
Albert Tyler Sandy.
Congratulations, sir. Good job.
Alexis Leanne Sater.
Congratulations.
Maya Ariana Savoy.
Congratulations.
Luke Michael Schoenbauer.
Congratulations, sir. Good job, buddy.
Caden Alexis Selvage.
Congratulations.
Megan Elise Shirley.
Congratulations.
Natalie Nicole Shirley.
Congratulations.
Leah Marie Showalter. Ryan Joseph Shryock. Damanjeet Singh.
Congratulations, sir. Good job, buddy.
Tyler Allen Soderstrom.
Congratulations, sir.
DeAndre Jaden Somerville.
Congratulations, sir. Good job, buddy.
Evan Joseph Sonnen.
Congratulations.
Bailey Denise Sparks.
Congratulations. Good job.
Kaylee Elizabeth Spence.
Congratulations. There you go.
Jaden Elizabeth Sternak.
Congratulations.
Emily Jeanette Stevenson.
Congratulations.
Ryan Christopher Stillwell.
Congratulations, sir. Good job, buddy.
Mara Grace Strickland.
Congratulations.
Anthony Isaiah Thomas.
Congratulations, sir. Perfect.
Brittany Nicole Thomas.
Congratulations.
Caleb William Thomas.
Congratulations, Caleb. Good work, buddy.
Chantel Elise Thomas.
Congratulations, man.
Jada Amani Thomas.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Marissa Michelle Thomas.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Tamori Ronchelle Thompson.
Congratulations.
Mackenzie Nicole Teedy.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Macy Nicole Topolsky.
Congratulations, Macy. Perfect.
Destiny Amaya Townsend.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Rochelle Gail Tucker.
Congratulations.
James Anderson Turner.
Congratulations, sir. Good job, buddy.
Joshua Allen Tidings.
Congratulations. Good job, buddy.
Sebastian Dakota Umschneider.
Congratulations, sir. Good work.
Elena Elizabeth Umber.
Congratulations. Good work.
Madison Marie Underwood.
Congratulations.
Yasel Urena. Tyler Joseph Valandingham. Brooklyn Ray Vance. Alexis Joy Wallace. Madison Sophia Wallace. Daniel Scott Walton. Hunter Riley Walton. John Allen Ward. Jack Curtis Watson. Trinity Faith Weaver. Allison Grace Weiskopf. Matthew David Wells. Sarah Nicole West. Robert Andrew Whitney. Ilse May Willett. Justin Tyler Williams. Sophia Gabrielle Williams. Wyatt Nicholas Wimmer. Gary Lee Weinmiller III. Levance Augustus Winters Jr. Louis Jean Wise. Stephen Gregory Wise. Carly Kathleen Wolf. Frank Eugene Womack. Evan James Wood. Hunter Michael Woodall. Kobe Marcel Yates. Kaylee Marie Young. Olivia Renee Zapko. Victoria Renee Zacher. Hannah Faye Zone. Diamond Christiana Dixon. And last but not least, Landon Bremen Zernhelt.
I don't know what that dance is, but I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. Or maybe I'm not supposed to like that, but. Hey, I don't know if the crowd could see it, but I had quite a bit of golf balls handed to me, and little cows, little handheld cows. So yeah, we were doing some acrobatics up here, and you couldn't see it. So, Dr. Smith, Miss Bailey, and other members of the Board of Education, by the virtue of the power vested in me, I am pleased to certify the Chopticon High School class of 2022 as Maryland High School graduates. Graduates, please stand. Class of 2022, congratulations. You may now move your tassels from your right to your left. We'll see you guys out by the flagpole on the other side of the school.